The idea is to make it more financially worthwhile for mums and dads to work more hours. And if you both work at least 16 hours a week and each earn less than £100,000 a year, then you're eligible. But a new survey has found that since the 30 hours policy was introduced, only a third of places under the scheme are completely free. At this nursery in Harrow, the funding offered by the local council goes nowhere near covering the cost of their fees.
Harrow Council pay us £4.07 an hour, whereas our costs are about £6 an hour. That means we are £45 a day per child short, which is £1,710 a year. I have 11 funded children, so that's £18,810 a year shortfall.
To keep the nursery open, Sanjay has to make up the funding gap by charging parents an extra £15 for lunches. And he's not alone. Other nurseries are passing on the cost by charging extra for nappies and trips. In a statement today, the Department of Education said providers can choose whether to offer 30 hours and what pattern of days and hours they offer parents. We've always been clear that government funding is not intended to cover the costs of meals or additional services. They have pledged an extra £1 billion in funding in the next 2 years, but it's clear parents find the current system confusing.
The nursery couldn't cover the entire cost, and so the extra costs were passed on to us as parents.
The so-called free hours technically aren't free because the nursery that my son goes to has to charge extra to keep it open.
And campaigners agree with them.
Government made the promise of free childcare to these parents, and therefore they should basically stump up enough money to be able to provide this offer. Or they should be honest and say to parents, there's not enough money in the system, therefore we'll give you a contribution. We didn't make the offer, government did, so it's their responsibility to make sure that it works.
For his part, Sanjay thinks he could reduce costs to meet the allocated funding by cutting staff training and giving the children poorer quality food. But we all know who'd lose out then. Ruth Liptrot, 5 News.